Hi, this is Brad from Pro Wrestling Junkies, and today I'd like to welcome you to the debut episode of Pro Wrestling Junkies Presents, Getting to Know a Junkie. Each week we'll meet a new member of this amazing community. Maybe you have similar backgrounds, similar interests, maybe you're from the same area. Who knows what connections can be made. I'd like to introduce my first guest, the queen herself, admin extraordinaire from Pro Wrestling Junkies, Sarah Vicik. Hey, Sarah.
Hi, Brad. Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, my pleasure. So we've only known each other since digitally for a couple of months over the summer, but we, interact every single day. So I thought, who better to have on this first episode? So, where'd you grow up? Did you grow up where you live now?
Originally grew up I was born in Yonkers, New York. From there, my family moved us out at about the age of 8 or 9 and moved up to Syracuse area of central New York, and pretty much been there past 27, 28 years.
Is Syracuse like a campus town for the university, or is it, it's got its own separate downtown and there's a students area?
It's definitely got a big college presence, Syracuse being very well known in the sports world.
Mm-hmm.
But it also used to be like a big industrial area, I'd say probably back in the 50s to 70s. So there's a lot of factories, but since probably the past couple of decades, they've kind of moved out a little bit. So now it's more kind of like a suburban area.
So what were you like as a kid?
I was probably pretty average. I liked video games, wrestling, obviously.
Yeah. Did you have a happy childhood, a troubling, an annoying childhood?
I'd say pretty normal,
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really spectacular happened. Nothing really terrible happened either.
Yeah, you didn't invent anything that, we use today still.
No, unfortunately not.
No, you didn't work on the blueprints for the iPhone. That's fine. Well, that leads into this. What kind of work do you do now?
Currently, I work for a security monitoring call center. So if someone sets off their burglar alarm or fire alarm, we're the ones that are calling on it.
Is that a stressful job?
It can be for some people, but if you can handle the pressure, so we monitor a lot of medical alarms too. So if you can handle someone hitting their medical alarm saying, "Hey, I think I'm having a stroke or heart attack," if you can keep calm, it's pretty simple, easy job.
Yeah. How long have you been doing this for?
About 4.5 years.
Oh, okay. All right. And now we've heard your background, what you're doing during your daytime hours or nighttime hours. What's your first memory of wrestling?
First that I can remember had to be, I want to say I was 8 or 9. Probably just seeing it on TV. I was seeing Red Rooster, I believe, against Macho Man. I remember seeing where it was like, what's going on here? What's this? And been a fan pretty much ever since.
Do you watch with somebody, or is it like a private thing?
Mostly just myself. I do chat with a couple people, through text message or Facebook Messenger, as shows are going on. Once in a while, for the big pay-per-views, I have a couple people over now. And
so is wrestling seems like it's a, really important part of your life. Is that safe to say?
Definitely. And there was probably about a 9 or 10 year period where I didn't really watch that much. Just kind of fell out of it. Storylines weren't really grabbing to me.
Uh-huh.
I would say probably a few years ago, I saw the 30 I actually got a sneak preview of the 30 for 30 when Ric Flair one when that came out.
Oh, wow.
So I took one of my friends, we went and saw that,
and
I mentioned that he had a daughter that was in wrestling, obviously being Charlotte. I'm like, I kind of want to check this out. And then ever since I saw her wrestle again, I've been hooked past 4 or 5 years again.
Oh, wow. And so have you been watching WWE, AEW, anything else?
Mostly WWE and AEW. Since I started doing some writing, I kind of want to get back into NWA and Impact now that they're back on and going.
So is wrestling, well, for me, it used to be an escape, from things in childhood stuff. How does wrestling make you feel?
It keeps me, you could say it's very entertaining. So it's kind of, I guess, like an escape from everything going on. So, you got the drama, you got the action, you got most of the time good storylines, depending which promotion you're watching, I guess.
Sure. Do you ever get like people give you grief for being a wrestling fan?
Oh, of course, you hear it all. That's fake, right?
It's fake.
Yeah, of course, no fake, but
That,
like
that's
any
like,
TV show.
yeah, I hate that. It's like the dumbest, like, oh, it's fake. It's kind of like if you like go for a job interview and they ask you what your negatives are. It's like come on. Like,
Right.
I'm never going to say that. And for wrestling, yes, I know, that it's fake, but
Still entertaining.
and we don't watch it in the same way someone who doesn't watch wrestling would see it. They can't look and see a storyline or them telling a story through physicality. So those people. Okay. So I want to ask you who your favorite wrestler is currently and then all time.
All time's always a tough one because you always think back. Oh, you might hear something bring up wrestling. Oh yeah, I really did love them. I think the first wrestler I can remember really cheering for and appreciating the heel side of the character was Shawn Michaels. Obviously,
that's a good one.
Back in the mid '90s was when I really started getting into wrestling, and that's when he was at his biggest prime. I would say.
Yeah, for sure. So currently, who are you?
Currently, kind of a toss between two. Chris Jericho, he's great. He's reinvented himself and kept himself relevant for so long. Then of course Nyla Rose, she's just kind of been a big inspiration. She's helped me, kind of get more out into the open.
Sure.
Pretty much why I started, let me get into some writing. Let me put myself out there. She's starting to become, she kind of helped bring that into wrestling, and it's becoming more mainstream and accepting.
Oh, like. Can I ask you a question? And it's a little off topic of getting to know you, but I'd love your opinion on this. So I have, 6 or 7 Marty Scurll shirts. Would you wear those currently?
I only really know Marty Scurll because of, everything that went on with the Speaking Out movement.
Yeah.
Before that, I was not really familiar with him, so I can't really give much of an opinion.
So, pretend you don't even know this person so-and-so, but he's had allegations of relationships with younger people, even though they were legal where they were from. Would you, and say the person was like 16, would you wear his shirt? Because I haven't worn one of his since I heard this, but I'm not sure. Things have kind of died down a little bit, so I haven't been sure about that. I just wanted somebody's opinion.
Yeah, I might be a little, maybe kind of around the house, just says a whatever kind of shirt.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe like a sleep shirt or something.
Yeah. Kind of out in public, you might be taking a risk, people kind of coming up to you and letting you know what's going on.
Yeah. Why are you promoting this guy? All right, whatever. Okay, best show you've ever been to?
I've been to, most of the restaurants I've been to have been house shows.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember going to one, I believe it was Monday Night Raw, late 90s. I was there with a friend from high school. A guy came up and introduced himself to us, saying he was starting a new promotion down in the Philadelphia area. Introduced himself as Paul Heyman and Tommy Dreamer. And at that time, I'm like, oh, whatever, he's starting a new promotion. Didn't think much of it until he was like, wait a minute, they started ECW together. There's that. And then I actually my dad took me to the first ever In Your House pay-per-view, the one where they gave me the house. Cool. That was in Syracuse, New York. Bret Hart wrestled twice that night. And so
who did he? Did he one in undercard, one main event?
I believe so, yes.
Wow.
It's been a while since I've watched that card, but
if you're going to watch someone wrestle twice, there's not many better than Bret Hart to do that.
Right, of
like
course.
Shawn Michaels would be a good one. Okay. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. It's a game called Would You Rather. I don't know if it was developed by children, but that's where I learned it from. I've picked it up. So here we go. Would you rather eat a $10 bill or swallow 4 quarters?
I guess the $10 bill would probably be easier. Both are a little equally disgusting, but $10 bill is probably gonna be easier to get down real quick.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I would have done. Okay, Would you rather only be able to watch wrestling or only be able to hear wrestling?
Probably watch, because you can kind of still see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, doing commentary for 2K Sim tournament, so I can kind of come up with my own commentary, I guess, in my mind.
Yeah, oh, that's a good point. Especially you. Yeah, you've got half down already. Okay, last one. Would you rather babysit children or dog sit?
I'm a huge dog person, so I'll go with the dog sitting.
Nice. Question off topic. How much can I pay you to take my 2 children permanently?
I'm sure something can be worked out to throw a few dogs in there as well.
DM me later offline. Sarah, thank you so much. Sarah does amazing work for Pro Wrestling Junkies. She provides the female presence, which is great and what we need. But you'll see her on Pro Wrestling Junkies pages and posts from her throughout the week. Sarah, thank you so much.
Thanks for
being
having me,
the first junkie, and go have a good Sunday now.
Thanks.
All right, best. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Have a good day, everyone.
You too.